Most people settle for the factory speakers that came with their car, but honestly, that is a massive mistake if you actually care about how your music sounds. When you pull these out of the box, you immediately notice they feel substantial. The steel basket is rigid, and there is a certain heft to them that tells you they are not just cheap plastic components. Focal has a reputation for being a bit fancy, but this Auditor series is their way of bringing that signature sound down to a price point that does not require a bank loan. What stands out right away is the three-way design. You have the main woofer handling the heavy lifting, but having a dedicated mid-range driver and a tweeter sitting right there in the center makes a world of difference for clarity. A lot of 6X9s just try to push bass and end up sounding muddy, but these actually separate the frequencies well. The polypropylene cone is paired with a butyl rubber surround, which is exactly what you want for longevity. It is going to handle the heat and humidity inside a car door without falling apart after a couple of summers. Now here is the thing about power. These are rated for 80 watts RMS, which is a sweet spot for most aftermarket head units or a modest external amplifier. You do not need a massive, trunk-filling power plant to get these to wake up. They are efficient enough that even a decent factory replacement setup will make them sing. The sensitivity is sitting at 92 decibels, so they get loud without needing to be pushed to the point of distortion. The sound profile is crisp. You get that punchy low end you expect from an oval speaker, but the highs are where it really shines. They are not overly sharp or piercing, which is a common issue with cheaper Mylar tweeters. Instead, they feel balanced. You can hear the texture in a guitar string or the breathiness in a vocal track, which is something you just do not get from stock paper cones. However, it is not all perfect. If you are looking for earth-shattering bass that rattles your rearview mirror, these are not going to do that on their own. They are designed for full-range accuracy, not as a replacement for a dedicated subwoofer. You might find yourself wanting a bit more sub-bass if you listen to heavy electronic or hip-hop. Also, the mounting depth is about 3 3/16 inches. It is not massive, but if you have a really shallow door panel, you should definitely double-check your clearance before you start cutting or drilling. The included grills look pretty sharp, too. They have a mesh and ABS construction that feels modern and clean, so if you are mounting these on a rear deck where they are visible, they will not look like an eyesore. It is a solid, well-engineered piece of kit that hits that middle ground between entry-level gear and high-end audiophile equipment. If you want a noticeable jump in sound quality without overhauling your entire electrical system, these are a very smart way to go. They just make music sound like it was actually intended to be heard.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.